Hello FNAFers! The FNAF did come, but Spring couldn't again. And so I will continue replacing him. Spring wanted me to talk to you about what you can call an official confirmation that Vanessa and Vanny are the same people. Not so long ago, a video using FNAF 9 spectator mode was posted, which shows Vanessa entering a room with level 5 clearance and becoming Vanny. We don't know where the footage is from, and so we can't put a link in the description. This is pretty much an official confirmation that Vanessa and Vanny are the same people. But let's talk about some other proof for why they are the same people. And why did people think that they weren't in the first place? Originally, everybody thought that Vanny and Vanessa were the same people. But after FNAF security breach leaks and teasers started to come out, some people, including Spring, started to think that they weren't the same. Starting with the fact that on a Funko statue, they were at the same place at the same time, which is impossible if, of course, Vanny didn't use the ball pits in the Pizzaplex. Later, when the game came out, we saw other suspicious moments. Like in one of the endings, Vanny falls off a roof and we unmask her, and she looked like Vanessa. But then we saw Vanessa at the top of the building, which was confusing because she didn't look like a ghost. Later, we found audio discs with therapy sessions which contained two clients, Client 46 and Client 71. Some people thought that Client 71 was Vanessa, aka Vanny, and Client 46 was Gregory. Because when therapists mark their clients, they never mark the same client with two different numbers, even when they grow up and even when the client has two personalities. But as we found out not long ago, Client 46 is a girl in the translation to other languages, which would mean that it would probably be Vanny, and that would mean that they are different people because they are different clients. And the last strange detail is when Vanessa is talking to us on the monitor, she gets cut out by Vanny, like if they were two different people. But now these strange details don't make sense at all because of the video we talked about a few minutes ago, and a few other details, and they are huge. But before I continue, I want to ask you to please subscribe to our channels to not miss any of our videos, and press those like buttons and those bells. Now, in FNAF AR, we found out about Vanessa, who searched and ordered strange stuff on her work computer that would fit Vanny. And so we assumed that Vanny stands for Vanessa and Bunny. Later, when Security Breach came out, we heard Freddy say that Vanny sounds a lot like Vanessa and Bunny. In another ending, we free Vanny from Glitch Trap, and she looks like Vanessa, and a second Vanessa is nowhere to be seen. And in the therapy tapes, Client 46 and 71 have interesting details about them. In Client 71 CDs, the therapist says that she saw that Vanessa is buying materials for a suit. And after each meeting with Client 71, where the therapist mentions that Vanessa does something that actually fits Vanny, the therapist dies. This leads us to believe that Vanessa and Vanny are the same people. On Client 71 CDs, the therapist says that Vanessa had a horrible childhood. But then on Client 46's CD, the therapist says that the client had lied about their horrible childhood, and that they actually had a great one. And also, the therapist says that Client 46 is talking to someone through codes, and that somebody has bunny ears. Also, that this client is a hacker. Although Client 46 is not referred to by a he or a she, and never talks, in the translation into Spanish and Italian, Client 46 is always referred to by feminine versions of words, which means that if it is not a mistake, then Client 46 is a female. This leads us to believe that Client 46 is also Vanny, and is the same person as Client 71. These facts and the video at the beginning prove that Vanessa is Vanny. But we still gotta figure out why Vanessa is alive on the building while Vanessa, who is Vanny, is dead on the ground. Spring tried to ignore making a video about who Vanny and Vanessa are for some time because he wasn't sure of it himself. But after he found this clip, he got convinced that Vanny and Vanessa are the same person. So yeah, tell us in the comments what you think about all this, and why there are some moments where Vanny and Vanessa seem like different people. Or you can join Spring's Discord server in the description and talk about it there, and even share some of your own theories there. But for now, that's it. Subscribe to our channels to not miss any of our videos. Press those like buttons with those bells, and remember, he will come back.